So yesterday we have started the lesson called the envious neighbor. So I have told you all about it. It is a Japanese folk tale, isn't it? It is a Japanese folk tale. I have told you all what is a folk tale, right? A tale is a story. Folk tale is something which happens in the village. Okay, so that's there. So we don't know the name of the writer because the story has been written long years ago. Okay, so that's what we have seen. So here we are looking at two particular characters. One character we have been introduced to. One is the honest old man. Honest old man along with his wife. He is living in a village in Japan. Okay, they have a pet in their house. What is the pet which I referred to yesterday, ma? What was the pet they were having? Yes, it was a dog. Yes, very good, Ragini. Very good service. Very good, dear children. Very good. So it was a dog which they had in their house. And we see the old man going to the garden. Usually, in those days, as I said, there weren't that much big markets and all. So, whichever they want to eat, let it be vegetables, let it be fruits, everything, let it be grains like rice and etc. etc. They used to rear it at the back of their home. Okay, at the back of their houses, they'll be having a garden. In that garden, they will cultivate whichever they need. And this dog fed, it was treated like as if it was their own child. Okay, so they fed it with fishes and tidbits. Tidbits is a what? A kind of meal. Okay, a specialized meal. So usually it is prepared for human beings. It is given for the dog also. Whatever is prepared for them has been shared with the dog also. And small piece of tasty food. Yes, tidbits is a small piece of tasty food. Whichever they cook, they provided for the dog. So they were loving and caring towards the dog. Okay. One fine day, when they took the dog to their garden, the dog was behaving very strangely. It started barking at one particular place and it started wagging its tail continuously. It was barking. And the old man was thinking, why is this dog always barking? Okay, so this is what we have seen yesterday. Let us continue with the one which we have. Let me share my screen for y'all. I hope my screen sharing is visible to y'all, dear children. If it's not visible or if it is blurry, just put a text message so that let me look into it. I hope it is visible. Yes, thank you. Thank you, dear children. Now, what happens, we are going to see. Okay. Now, see, the old people thought that there must be something nice to eat under the ground. So they brought a spade and began digging. When lo and behold, the place was full of gold pieces and silver and all sort of precious things which had been buried there. So they gathered the treasure and after giving alms to the poor, bought themselves rice fields and corn fields and became wealthy. Okay. I hope the screen is visible to all. If it is not visible to one or two, definitely it must be some network issues for you all, my dear children. I think my network is fine. It's visible. That's what we children they say. Just check for your network. Okay. So this story doesn't have any author because it was written long years ago, as I said it earlier. Is that clear? Vignesh, mute yourself. Okay. Now what happens? We are going to see. Okay. The old people they thought, okay, there must be something nice to eat under the ground. They thought, okay, it must be some animal's bone or something which is hidden under the ground. That's why this dog is barking repeatedly in that particular place. Initially, they didn't care about it at all. Okay, the small dog should be barking at something, maybe a bone or something delicious to eat under the ground must be there. And then after the continuous barking, what did the old man do? He took a spade. We all know what is a spade, right? It will be like a shovel. Okay, a wooden arm rest will be there, and underneath you will be having an iron, sharp iron flat. Okay, so that the soil will be dug with it. So the old man brought a spade and he started digging it. So he dug it little bit deep. To his interesting turnaround, to his surprise, what happened? There weren't any delicious food there, but instead there were gold pieces and silver. See, there were a lot of gold and silver in that particular place. This honest old man, he was very happy. So what did he do? He dug everything together. He took out all the gold and silver and all the sort of precious things, and he had it for himself. So he gathered all the treasures, and what did he do first? He provided alms to the poor. Whomsoever were poor in that village, he gave them some gold and silver and made them also rich. See, this honest man, if he would have thought, he would have taken and kept all the gold and silver along with him, but he did not do that. So instead, what did he do? He shared it with the poor people who were there. And with the rest of the precious silver and gold and precious things, what did he do? He bought themselves a rice field, a very big rice field and corn field, and became wealthy. All of a sudden, they became very wealthy. Okay, now tell me, my dear children, they became wealthy because of what? How did they become wealthy? Who identified that hidden treasure underneath the ground? Who was the one? Yes, it was the dog. Because of their dog only, they became very wealthy. Because of their dog only, they found that under their garden, they had the wealth like gold and silver and all the precious things. In those days, somebody's mic is on. Vignesh, could you mute yourself, please? Thank you. So, in those days, there weren't any restrictions. No, in see today, if you find any treasure in your house, if it is taken out, definitely it has to be given to the government of India. Okay, if we are in India, the Indian government will take it. At the same time, like these sort of things. So these sort of issues are there. So the government will possess whichever comes from underneath the ground. But this story was written years and years ago. See, they started with old days, right? In those days, they hadn't any measures like providing it to the government and all. So whichever pressure they take from their ground belongs to the owner of that particular garden. So here the owner is this old man, okay, and he is very honest. So he shared those gold and silver and all the precious things along with the poor people, and they became wealthy also. So far they had only one garden. Now they have plenty of rice fields, corn fields, and all of a sudden they became very wealthy. Okay. Now see, a poor old couple, this is how they became very wealthy. Imagine the thought of their neighbors. Their neighbors must be also poor. Now all of a sudden when they come to know this old man became wealthy because of his dog, what are they going to do? Will they become jealous or not? Will they become jealous or not, ma? Yes. That's how they became very jealous. And we are going to see what did they do in reply. Now, in the neighboring house, there dwelt a covetous and stingy old couple. See, my dear children, this house, there is an honest old man who lives along with his very good wife, along with a dog. The neighbors are not that honest like them, they are covetous. What is covetous here? Having a great desire to possess something. So whichever comes to them, they are going to keep it with them. They are not going to share it with any other people. And they are stingy. What is stingy? They don't provide it to anybody. Whichever wealth comes, they will have it with them. Now, see, these two qualities are bad qualities, my dear children. If at all you'll have that quality, definitely you'll have to give it up immediately. Okay? We should not be stingy and we should not be covetous like the neighbors of them. Is that understood, my dear children? Now, see, there is a covetous, stingy couple. Both husband and wife are covetous. They are stingy also. They are staying in the next house. Who, when they heard what had happened, came and borrowed the dog, and having taken him home, prepared a great feast for him, and said, "If you please, Mr. Dog, we should be much obliged to you if you would show us a place with plenty of money in it." So they came to know that because of the dog only, that honest man and woman, that old man and old woman became very rich. So these two covetous, stingy old couple, they also wanted to become rich. So what did they do? They went to the old couple. They said, "See, we are also suffering very much. So please, if you lend your dog for one day, your dog may identify the hidden gold and silver in our garden also, so that we also will become rich. So please." So like that, they started pleading to the honest couple. Okay, they said, "Please give your dog. We will identify the gold and silver in our garden, and we will also become rich." Like that, they said. See, this honest man is a very good person. So what did he do? He provided his dog, the dog which he loved the most, the dog which he thought is like his son or daughter. Okay, he just provided that dog to their neighbors. And the neighbors took it to their house. They provided him a great feast. They provided him a lot of meat, a lot of cooked food. They kept it in the middle of their house and they said, "Mr. Dog, please, you can eat this." Like that, they said, "If you please, Mr. Dog." So they are asking the dog to eat it, and they are asking the dog to identify whether there is any plenty of money in their garden. Okay, if there was any money, they asked the dog to discover that and give it to them. Okay, is that clear, ma? Am I audible enough to you all? Is my voice breaking for anybody? Okay, it is clear. So just as it must be your network issue. So check with it. Okay. Now, see, the dog has been given to the neighbors. They have provided it a great feast. Now we are going to see what is the reaction of this dog. Now the dog is in the neighbor's house. They have provided it a big feast as if the dog was their guest. Already these fellows are very stingy. Now see, they have provided that much of food. Why? Because they don't have any love and affection on the dog. They have an intuition in their mind that the dog is going to find out the hidden treasure which was beneath their garden also. Now we are going to see whether they had any treasure or not. The dog, however, who up to that time had received nothing but cuffs and kicks from the host, would not eat any of their dainties which they set before him. So the old couple began to get cross, and putting a rope around the dog's neck, led him out into the garden. But it was all in vain. Please don't touch the screen, Ashwin. If you touch it, there is going to be some scribbling. So that's going to distract the entire class. So not only Ashwin, nobody touches the screen until it is needed. Okay. Fine. But it was all in vain. He lead him where they might. Not a sound would the dog utter. He had no bow for them. At last, however, the dog spotted at a certain spot and began to sniff. Okay, it stopped at a certain spot and began to sniff. So thinking that this must surely be the lucky place, they dug and found nothing but a quantity of dirt and nasty offal, over which they had to hold their noses. Furious at being disappointed, the wicked old couple seized the dog and killed it. So, dear children, so far, how did the neighbors treat this dog? If the dog accidentally goes into their territory, into their house, what do? They will just hit it or kick the dog, and they will say, "Hey, you dog, just run away," like that, and all they will say. So, if you treat a dog like that, will it identify the treasure within the ground? Will it do, ma? The dogs know they are always good. They always feel good. But the ones who always beat it, definitely the dog is not going to do anything. So here also, it did not do anything. It didn't even touch their delightful meal. So whichever they provided for the dog, no, the meat, the food, it did not touch anything because it knows their true character. See, the whole people began to get cross. What is the meaning of the word cross? CROSS, cross. Cross means angry. Okay, angry. The old couple, this wicked couple, they became very angry. They tied a rope on the dog's neck and they pulled it into the garden. And they asked it to find out whether there was any treasure. Now, see, they haven't treated the dog good at all in their life. So the dog did not disclose any treasure from their garden. And it was remaining silent in one particular place. No sound was uttered by the dog, and there wasn't any bow wow at all. At last, the dog stopped in one particular spot. These wicked old couple, they thought, okay, we are going to become rich. So this is the spot where we are having gold and silver and all the precious things. They thought like that. They eagerly dug the ground. They started digging the ground. To their surprise, there was no gold or silver or any precious things there. Instead, what was there? There were only dirt and nasty offals, only sewage, gutter, human excretory were found there. They had to hold their nose there. It was stinking. It was smelling like hell. It was a bad odor which was exposed from that place. At that particular time, this old wicked couple, no, they became very angry with the dog. You nasty dog, you did not find any wealth for us. Like that, they thought, and they became very angry. And what did they do? They caught the dog. Seize means what? Catching the dog. They caught hold of the dog and they killed him with the spade which they had in their hand. Okay, with the spade which they had in their hand, they hit the dog and they killed him. Imagine the feeling of that good old couple, my dear children. They gave the dog in order for the neighbors to identify the gold and silver. But the dog knew their true color. The dog knew that they are evil people. So it did not disclose any wealth from their garden. As a result, what happened? These wicked old couple, they killed the dog. To their surprise, they didn't even tell the neighbors that they have killed the dog. That's how it went on. Poor dog, it bleeded in that particular place and it died. Okay, shivering, it died. So this is what which has gone. Okay. Any doubts until this, my dear children? Any doubts, ma? Any doubts until this? Yes. When I ask y'all if there is any doubt, at that particular time alone, you can disclose the doubt. Okay. As the lesson is going on, at that particular time, please don't type any doubts. Okay. I hope you all have understood. Very good. You all are very creative, my dear children. Good. Congratulations to all. Okay. When the good old man saw the dog whom he had lent did not come home, he went next door to ask what had become of him. And the wicked old man answered that he had killed the dog and buried him at the root of a pine tree. So the good old fellow, with a heavy heart, went to the spot, and having set out a tray with delicious food, he burnt incense and adorned the grave with flowers. And as he shed tears over his lost pet. So, my dear children, what did he do? Is there in this particular place. So, this good old man was waiting for his lovable dog to return, but the dog did not come at all. After a long time, this good old man went straight to the next door to his neighbor and asked them what happened to his dog. The wicked old man said that your dog did not find out any wealth for me. Instead, it has found out only filth, only dirt. So I became angry and I killed your dog. Like that, he said. And he says that he has buried the dog beneath a pine tree. So this is a pine tree, my dear children, which is given in this drawing, right? So this is the pine tree. So he has buried the dog under that pine tree. What will be the reaction of that old man, the honest old man? He has treated the dog more than his children. Okay, he hadn't any children, he had only the dog. So the dog, what happened? The dog literally died. He became very heavy hearted, he became very sad. He did not become angry with his neighbor at all because he is a very good old man. No, he did not become any angry. With a heavy heart, he went to the place where the dog was buried. He just offered him delicious food. So after death, we will do no. After 1 year or during the birthday of the dead ones of our house, no, the loved ones who die in a house. What do we do on their birthdays or on their death day? We will cook whichever is loved by them, and we will offer it in front of their picture. Right? Plenty of us have will be doing this. Exactly, this Japanese good old man. No, what did he do? He went to that particular place. He offered the delicious food and burnt incense. Incense sticks. We know, no. If we burn the incense sticks, we are going to get delicate smell. So that smell, no, rose smell, whichever smell that incense stick is there, we will get it, right? So they burnt that incense stick and he adorned the grave with flowers. So see how much of respect he is showing towards the dog. The wicked old gentleman, he just killed the dog, but this old man, no, honest old man, he offered the delicious food, he burnt incense, he adorned the graveyard with a lot of flowers, and he started shedding tears for his loved lost pet. For his lost pet, he cried for a moment in that particular place. That was the end of that dog. Okay. Any doubts here, Ma? Any doubts until this? Okay, fine, fine. Okay, dear. Now, what happened after that? See, that night, when the good old man was fast asleep in bed, the dog appeared to him, and after thanking him for all his kindness, said, "Cause the pine tree under which I am buried to be cut down and made into a mortar, and use it thinking of it as if it were myself." So, on that night, the old man was very sad. When you're very sad, automatically sleep comes to you. So the old man was sleeping. He was fast asleep. Who? The honest old man. He was fast asleep. The dog appeared in his dream and it said, "Thank you very much for the offerings which you have made." Which were all the offerings? The delicious food, the incense, no? He burnt the incense. He has adorned the grave with the flowers, everything, no? So the dog thanked him for everything. And the dog said another thing. There is a pine tree above my graveyard. So what you're going to do, you're going to cut that pine tree. So the dog asked the honest old man to cut the pine tree and make a mortar out of it. What is a mortar here? Usually in those days, they did not have any machines for blending the rice, my dear children. So rice, no, when it is cooked, no, they cook it using a pipe. Okay, using a pipe, they will boil the rice in that. So that device is known as mortar. So the dog asked him to cut the pine tree and make a mortar out of it. And the dog asked him to use it as if thinking it was his lovable pet. It asked him to imagine that mortar as the dog and it wanted him to use it. Okay. Now the old man also did the same thing. See, the old man did as the dog had told him to do, and made a mortar out of the wood of the pine tree. But when he ground his rice in it, each grain of rice turned into some rich treasure. When the wicked old couple saw this, they came to borrow the mortar. But no sooner did they try to use it, all their rice turned into filth. So, in a fit of rage, they broke the mortar and burnt it. So, dear children, what happened? The old man, he did as the dog said. He cut the pine tree, he made a mortar out of it, in which he is going to grind his rice. When he put the rice inside that mortar and when he started grinding it, each grain of rice became gold or silver or any other precious thing. So, see, this honest old man became very rich once again because of the dog. Okay, whenever he put the rice into the mortar, that rice turned into gold or silver or any other precious thing. Hearing about this also, the neighbors, what did they do? The wicked neighbors, they came to this honest man and they said, sorry for killing your dog. Please give me the mortar. We will also grind the rice using that mortar and we will also become very rich. Please do this help. Like that they pleaded. The honest old man also gave the mortar to them. But to their surprise, when they put the rice inside the mortar, what happened? Gold and silver did not come. Instead of it, only filth, only dirt came out. This wicked old man and his wife became very, very, very angry. And what did they do? They burnt the mortar. See, first time, the honest old man helped them by providing the dog. They killed the dog. Second time, they provided the mortar to them. This time, they burnt the mortar. Okay. Now, what happened after that scene? But the good old man, little suspecting that his precious mortar had been broken and burned, wondered why his neighbor did, did not bring it back to him. So this old gentleman, no, this good honest gentleman, what did he say? This old man, what did he think? Okay, my neighbor is going to give me the mortar very soon. Like that, he was waiting for it, and he was waiting, but the mortar did not come back because we know, no, the wicked old couple have broken the mortar and they have just burnt it. One night, the dog appeared to him again in dream and told him what had happened, adding that if he would take the ashes of the burnt mortar and sprinkle them on withered trees, the trees would revive and suddenly put out flowers. After saying this, the dream vanished, and the old man, who heard for the first time of the loss of his mortar, ran out weeping to the neighbor's house and begged them at any rate to give him back the ashes of his treasure. Now, see, my dear children, he did not know. The honest old man did not know that his mortar was broken and it was burnt by the wicked man. They were thinking, okay, this neighbors will be getting a lot of precious things, so let them take how much they want and let them give back the mortar. Like that, the honest old man was thinking. But it did not happen. The dog appeared once again and another night in the dream of that old man, and it told him that the wicked old couple have broken the mortar and they have burnt it. And the dog also said that you get the burnt ashes. You go and get back the burnt ashes. That ash has a magical quality. What is the magical quality of that ash? If that ash is sprinkled on withered trees, what is withered trees, my dear children? The trees which are totally dried and dead. Only wood will stand there like a skeleton. If at all a dry tree is like that, if the ash of that mortar is sprinkled over the tree, what is going to happen? The magic is going to be opened. The tree is going to shed leaves and flowers and fruits in that tree. So a dead tree can be resurrected. a dead tree can be brought alive through the ash of that mortar. After hearing this, the dog also vanished from the dream. The honest old man woke up. He went with a heavy heart once again because the dog has asked him to treat that mortar as a pet. No? Now, this mortar is also totally burnt. So he went there weeping and he knocked at the neighbor's house and he begged them for the ashes of the mortar. Okay. So that's what happened. So after that, what is going to happen? So that's what we are going to see in the next class. Okay.